today I'm going to talk a little bit about when autism becomes a part of your life. One of the first questions you're going to have to answer for yourself is, well, what do I tell the kids? What do I tell my autistic kid? And do I wait to tell them that they're autistic? Do I ever tell them that they're autistic? How exactly do I break the news about them being autistic? And then, once I decide what I'm going to tell my kid, what do I tell their siblings? What do I tell other family members? And what do I tell my friends? A lot of complicated questions for you to figure out the answers to while you're figuring out everything else. So, how you answer the questions are going to depend first on how you choose to view autism. If you choose to view autism as something that stole away or destroyed your child, that's going to color how you think about autism and what you are going to want to tell your child and other people about autism. If you view autism as, just something that happens, an everyday part of your life, and it's something that you have to learn to live with and deal with, that's going to color what you tell your child about autism and what you tell your family and friends about autism as well. So the first question, do you tell your kid? Yes, you absolutely have to tell your child about being autistic. This is not a secret you want to keep from your child. Even if you don't tell anybody else, you have to let your child know what's going on in their own head, what's going on with their body. Not telling your child that they're autistic leaves them vulnerable to confusion and frustration. And ask any adult who was diagnosed later in life. It's not fun spending your life wondering, trying to figure out what the heck is going on with me. Why am I so different? Why are things so much harder for me? Why do things not make sense for me the way that they do for other people? When you tell your child about being autistic, let them know that you love them. Our children need to know that they are loved and supported as they are. Now, be age appropriate when you tell them, whatever age they happen to be. There's no need to break out the DSM. Okay. A simple, hey kid, your brain is going to work, it works a little bit differently than others, and you're going to experience things a little bit differently than others. And you know what, kid? We are all learning how to make the most of that, and we're going to help you learn how to make the most of that. That worked pretty well in our house. Now, my kids, at least one of them, okay, he decided that, oh gosh, my brain works differently. Well, that means I can get out of doing things that I find challenging. Yeah, nope, sorry kiddo. We had to have the conversation that, hey kid, I said your brain worked differently. I didn't say that your brain was inferior or inadequate. Our children also need to have that message delivered to them. Our kids need to know that they can figure out how to do stuff that they need to get done. It's going to take a little longer. It's going to look a little different. Still, got to get her done. My son was a little bit disappointed to get that answer. He was hoping to get out of some math homework. Sorry, kid. He only tried that once. So then, what are you going to tell your family and friends about your child being autistic or another autistic family member? Well, you don't want to be overly secretive about it, because that plays into the stigma that a lot of parents are afraid of. Because people are like, why are you being so secretive, and why do you not want to talk about why your child is different? Because people are going to notice that little Johnny or little Jane is a little bit different than the other kiddos, or Big Johnny or Big Jane is a little bit different than the other people their age, and they're going to wonder why. You want to be careful to protect your child or your loved one's privacy and respect their dignity. Don't talk smack about your autistic kids. Come on. It might garner you some sympathy, but the cost to your child's privacy and dignity is just too high. Seek counsel from people who have proven themselves worthy of hearing about the challenges of loving your kiddos on the spectrum. Don't go around, spilling the intimate details of your child's life to just anyone. Okay? Honesty and openness and being real, that doesn't mean dragging our autistic loved ones through the mud. And sometimes you're going to have family members who are going to be there for you and who are going to get it. And sometimes you're going to have family members who are not. And it's going to take some practice and patience and discernment to figure out who's a safe person to share with and who's not a safe person to share with. And you want to share with the safe people who've shown that they can respect your child's privacy and dignity, and that they can come alongside you and help support you rather than just kind of drag you down. Okay? So, autism is not a scary secret thing that you can't talk about. For the sake of your child, for the sake of other autistic people, be willing to talk honestly and openly about autism. But remember, being honest and open doesn't mean dragging autistic people through the mud. It doesn't mean demeaning them. It doesn't mean denigrating them. It doesn't mean saying all sorts of awful things about them and how they function and things like that. It means being honest. It means being open, being real, recognizing their strengths, appreciating them, letting them know that the people in your lives who are important, letting them know that you love them and appreciate their presence. So if you're concerned about the stigma of autism, be honest and be open and help break that stigma. Don't hide. Be honest and share. Thanks for joining me today. Have an awesome, awesome day.
Hi, I'm Becky.
What do we want everyone to do with their videos, guys?
I'm a giraffe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank you for watching.
I'm a giraffe. See you.